You've built this reliance on motivation for you to get anything done. Check this out. This is a real life scenario that I have been living that I think is going to connect with you and help you think about things a little differently because I just had this talk with several of my clients about how to continue on in your workout journey when you just don't have the motivation. And obviously, we all know everybody's like, motivation's fickle, it doesn't last forever. We all know that. It doesn't change the fact that we all want to listen to a great song to get motivated. We look for a great podcast to get motivated. But the reality is sometimes you just don't want to do what needs to get done to reach your goal. And I was having this conversation with my daughter last night after her basketball practice. And I was having this realization, and I have over the years, in watching her go through this growth stage of taking sports more seriously. And I have struggled with this deeply with my kids as they're entering the same phase because I was so immersed in sport and basketball that it's almost jaded me to not want my kids to be involved in that because I know the amount of time, effort, pain, struggle that comes from it. But also what comes from it is commitment and discipline and lessons and a lot of other beautiful things. And I had to have this conversation with her, and I related it to her that I had started my business right here years before she was ever born, 15 years ago. And in those early years, I had so many other people that were copying my business, that were copying things that I was doing. And in the early years, it really bothered me. But then as I matured and I got years down the road, I looked around and there was nobody there. None of those people that copied me were even still around. And I was like, why is that? It's because it got hard. They didn't reach the expectation they thought they would and they quit. Or they didn't make the amount of money they needed to keep going and they quit. And that's nothing against them. It just got hard. And it was just as hard for me. I had months where I did terrible. I had more months than good months, more challenging months than months that were easy. But through sport, I was so committed and dedicated to basketball and the dream that I had at such a young age that I carried all the way through my childhood into college, that I wanted to play at a higher level, that I gave everything to that. And it wasn't about basketball. I didn't know this at the time, but what basketball gave me was I had committed deeply to something that mattered to me. That I had learned a discipline through the process of every time I had a disappointment, where did I go? The basketball court, the weight room, film study. When I didn't get the accomplishment I wanted, or I didn't make varsity, or I didn't score the amount of points I wanted, or we lost a big game, where did I find myself? On the basketball court, in the weight room, film study. It built such a deep commitment and discipline to go after the things that I desired most that quitting was not an option. That built resiliency. And that is just a missing piece in some of your journey when it comes to your health and fitness. That at some point, your default is going to be going after the things that you say you desire, which is a healthier body, a healthier mind, a healthier spirit. That at some point, motivation will get removed as an option for you, and you will default to the things that align with you that matter most. You will default to the health journey, just like I defaulted to the court, the weight room, film study. It just comes down to building the commitment, building the discipline, and that's a process. It takes time. And so buy into that time, buy into that commitment, build the discipline, watch your life change